Hi, my name is Winston Gao, and today we're going to talk about reverse osmosis water. Now, reverse osmosis water is probably the most common water you're going to find in America. 90% or 90+% of your distilled water is in your bottled water. That's right, 90+% of your bottled water is distilled water. 90+% of homeowners' filtration systems are probably going to be distilled water. Now, let me tell you a little bit of my experience. I work in the world of agriculture, and unfortunately, in the world of agriculture, sometimes you get well waters that are very, very, very high in salt content, especially where I live in Florida, where there's salt intrusion inside of the water. You can't use that salty water to irrigate your greenhouse. So they will hire somebody and build them a nice $18,000 reverse osmosis system to process large quantity of reverse osmosis water for the nursery. 30, 40 days later, after you can't return the equipment, they start noticing fungus all over their greenhouses, right? Well, this is the problem with reverse osmosis water. It has a tendency to grow fungus. Some people may have even mentioned to each other, going like, oh, I have such bad luck with sprouting seeds because I always have my seeds growing fungus. Well, the chances are they're using reverse osmosis water when they sprout the seeds, and therefore they got fungus contamination into their seeds. It's the environment that reverse osmosis creates. So if it can create fungus for sprouting seeds, it can create fungus for growing plants for the nursery people, what do you think reverse osmosis is doing in your gut? Do you think it might be growing fungus? Do you think it might be making you a bit more acidic? Right? After all, the fungus loves acid environments. And if you did a pH meter test, you will find RO water, or reverse osmosis water, usually has a pH between 5.5 to 6.4. And if you spend big bucks for a homeowner, $3,000 reverse osmosis system will probably give you a 5 pH RO water. So this is something very important that you recognize, that RO water is basically an acidic water. And you could say, well, I can just add some salt like the distilled waters. Well, yes, you can add some salt to the reverse osmosis water, and yes, it will bring the pH up, but no, the tendency to grow the fungus still persists. So while distilled water, you can add some Celtic sea salt and cancel the leaching effect and canceling the low pH, and it becomes a good water. RO water does not hold true with that same statement. RO water does not become a good water in spite of you adding some salt. Thank you very much for listening. See you next time.